Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager, McArthur Ford, Salina, Kansas, and we're your source for Ford news, update, and information, including your Bronco Sport information, especially right now because the 2026 Bronco Sport order banks opened up yesterday, and I do have the build and price available. We did a video yesterday with some of the major changes pages. Ford likes to put, here are the major changes, put on the page, but usually there's some things that they don't always put on that page that I usually find out by actually going through and fine-tooth comb the order guide from last year to this year, and I did that. So this video, we're gonna cover all the things everything that I found that are different and changed and new for the 2026 Ford Bronco Sport, and we're going to cover that in today's video. Now, the order banks are open up. You can place an order with your local dealer. If you want to order from us, we're doing invoice pricing on an order. We're also going to, if you finance a vehicle with us, lower that even $1,000 from that. And I think we're the only one that's offering Bronco off-roadeo as well. So we basically want to pay for your expenses. So flights, hotel, gas if you're driving to get to one of the locations for off-roadeo, because when you buy a Bronco Sport, you get an entrance into a Bronco off-roadeo. I'd say at a discount. They say it's free, complimentary, but you got to pay a $50 deposit that you don't get back. So it's not 100% free, but we want to make sure we get you there as cheap as we can because we think it is very important and very fun. Now, I am at the Las Vegas, Nevada location for off-roadeo, and this is not one of the locations that Bronco Sports can go to, but I happen to be in Las Vegas at a convention, and I said, you know what, I'm going to extend it one day, and we're going to go out to Bronco off-roadeo and do this right here because we really do want to celebrate, because we think Bronco off-roadeo is great for Bronco owners that want to do some fun stuff with their Bronco or Bronco Sport. And there are a lot of things you can do, even with a Big Bend Bronco that's very off-road capable, and you can do a lot of things. So go to off-roadeo and learn the capabilities of those vehicles. But that's all I have for this. Now, we are going to do a breakdown of each trim level in a separate video, so be looking for those. We're going to cover Bronco first and then Bronco Sports. We might combine them together. We might do Bronco Sport on the same day. So we'll try to get through those and cover those for you in those videos. So make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of those videos. So let's dive in and cover the changes for this year. So first off, let's talk about colors. So they added 2 colors for this year. They added Space White as an option for you, which I think that'll look pretty good. And they also added Orange Fury. Now they're adding that to the Maverick, and there's an image out there of a Maverick with the Tremor package out there. I probably won't slide this on there, but go search for that. You can see what that Orange Fury looks like. Now, that color will not be available with your bronze appearance packages. Yeah, wait a minute, bronze? Yes, there's a new package. We'll get into that in just a little bit. Also, some colors that have been removed for this year, and that is Eruption Green is no longer available, and the Desert Sand is no longer available. And I really like the Bronco Sport and the Desert Sand, so sad to see that one go. And also, one little note on colors, Ruby Red will not be available with the new bronze appearance packages, which we'll talk about in just a second. All right, some other packages are new for the Bronco Sport, and that is the Ford Connectivity Package. They've been rolling this package out into all the Ford vehicles. I have it in my Expedition. I love it. It integrates everything right into the software, and it's so smooth, and it works so well. But this is where you're going to have that unlimited Wi-Fi hotspot. So instead of working through AT&T, it's 5G modem. It's going to be unlimited. You don't have to worry about it expiring. Now, by the way, this package is going to be included for 1 year as a trial. So you get it for 1 year, and then after that, you can sign up through Connected Services, or there is also a standalone option available for a one-time purchase as well. So that's also a new package available, is a one-time purchase of that. Depending on your trim levels, like the tech packages for Outer Banks and Badlands will also include the connected navigation, all working in together. So, and then also another package that's going to be included for, I think they actually put it as a standalone option, and that's a Sirius XM with a 360L 3-year plan. So you know how that expires after 90 days? Well, they do have as an option when you order your vehicle to get a 3-year plan of that for like $300. It's a great way to save you some money if you know you like Sirius XM like my wife does. That is a great way to save some money there. All right, let's talk about some dealer installed options. And I noticed I'm going to list these here now instead of in each of the trim levels, because they are all included in every trim level and available. So these are ones that have been new and added for this year. So we do have a console safe. So I don't know if there was a console fault last year or not, but now this year there's a console safe that you can get in the console. There's also, they added a toolkit. So I don't know if that's the Bronco toolkit or not, but If it is, that one's also available through Ford Accessories. You can get that even right now if you want. It does say, though, that toolkit is not available with the assistance kit on-road and the assistance kit off-road. And it's not available with the liftgate privacy curtain. So, and then they added a vent wheel arch moldings. Again, I don't know what these look like. We don't have images yet, but that does say that option is not available with the black appearance package, and the front and rear splash guards. And it's not available with the moonroof. I don't know why that would matter. And it's not available with the mud flaps kit front and rear, which that one does make sense. But there you go. There's some of the things. Now, these are all DIOs. That means the dealership would install them after your vehicle gets there. The parts would arrive, hopefully, to the dealership before your vehicle does. They also added the wheel locks. So if you want to, that'll take one of the lug nuts from each of the wheels and they'll put a locking one on for you. So harder for people to steal your wheels. They also added the windshield sunscreen. So that's going to be at the top of the windshield to help with the glare coming in from the sun. Also, they added a base lighting package. Don't know what this is. Hopefully get some more information about this. If brand manager, if you're watching this, send me any information on these things that we don't know what they look like. I'd really appreciate it. Also, they did add the GB40 battery jump box. That's that NOCO. It's going to come with a case. That's available through Ford Accessories. But you can put it on your vehicle if you want as a DIO. There's no install. They'll just put it in your car. I wouldn't even put it on your build. All right, now let's break down each of the trim levels and tell you the changes for them. And there's a lot of them for the first one, and that's the Big Bend trim. So there's a lot of changes here. One of them is they've changed. Now, they said the 8-inch digital cluster is new for this year. Well, yeah, technically, because last year it was a 12.3-inch cluster. So they downgraded the cluster. That's what you see through the productivity screen or through the steering wheel with all your speedometer and everything. That is no longer a 12.3-inch screen that was an upgrade last year, but now it's reverted back to the 8-inch screen that it was the year before. So I don't know. Anyway, I won't get into my thoughts on that. They removed the floodlight adjustable on the liftgate. So we've had this since day one on the Bronco, been standard on every Bronco Sport, Bronco Sport. It has now been removed as standard equipment, but there are ways to get it as a standalone option. We'll get into that as well and where that was added, if it's added to this trim level, I can't remember. Also, they added the Ford security package, 1 year with an activation, and that allows you to be able to secure your vehicle, because you can, if someone steals your vehicle, you can actually give the authorities the location of your vehicle so they can go recover it for you. You can also just inhibit your vehicle. So if you know you're going to go on vacation and you have that maybe at the airport or something, you don't want somebody to steal your car, you can actually inhibit to where they can't start the vehicle. And so even if the key is in it. So, which is incredible. So that's a Crow package. I've done some videos on that. You can check that out. They also removed the evasive steering assist, and I've been seeing them remove these for a while, and I'm going to try not to walk back and forth. I noticed I did that yesterday. But they did remove the evasive steering assist. I don't think a lot of people are using that. And of course, I mentioned they added the Ford connectivity package, 1 year included there. They also added a few features to the Sync 4 that I did not see on the order guide last year. And some of those are the Alexa built in. Also the information on demand, which I believe that was there, it just wasn't listed last year. And then the over-the-air updates, which I believe that was there as well last year. But I think with that Ford connectivity package, now you get some of these other features that we included. And they did remove the wireless charging pad, so that has been removed. They've been removing this from about every vehicle. I think F-150 and Super Duty might be the only one still left with them. Not sure what kind of problems they're having with that, but that's being removed for this year as well. That was standard equipment on almost all your Bronco Sports last year, including the Big Bend. Let's talk about some changes to the Black Diamond package, because they have, I think, listened to some customers and made a few changes to this. And one of them is they removed the steel plate on the rear bumper with the recovery hooks. So on the back bumper, last year we had that steel back plate with the D hooks. That's been removed as standard equipment for the Black Diamond. You can still get it. We'll talk about that in a second. They removed the cargo mat in the back, and they also removed the cargo management system. That's that shelf divider system. That's been removed. These are still, the cargo management is still an option. We'll get into that. They removed the fender tie downs. So this was a big deal on Black Diamond and both of your Sasquatch packages last year. New for, when they did a redesign and everything. And so this year they have removed that as part of this package, but it's still available as a standalone option. Also, the interior grab handle, they removed that, and I don't think that was added as a standalone option anywhere. So that was that grab handle. They wanted to be more like Bronco, so they added that grab handle there. Also, they removed the seat back rubberized mats as well. So that's those mats on the back. And again, that's still a standalone option. Will require this package to add it, but it will still be available as a standalone option like it was last year. So, and then we have a new package. We have actually two technically. We have they added a bronze package available. So that's going to get you the bronze badgings. The door handles are going to be body colored. You get the vents, the fender vent that's bronze, changing the look of that. The grille will have the ebony black with the bronze Bronco lettering. Painted shadow black roof. We'll have the seats will also be, you know, front and back. They'll have those pockets on the back of the seats. Contoured bucket seats. They will have bronze stitching on them. Looks real sharp. And inside, even bronze accents on the interior. All weather mats with bronze accents as well. Cargo mat with the bronze accents. Steering wheel with the bronze stitching as well. It'll be a wrap steering wheel. The 17-inch Sinister bronze painted aluminum wheel, and your tires that go along with that. So now this package is not available with the Black Diamond package, but another package they have is the Bronze Plus Black Diamond Off-Road package. So you can get that package. There's a separate one you would order for that. So that way you can get the Black Diamond with that, and you'll get that package. So that way you can order it with your black appearance package. So there's a lot of notes on that one. I won't go into some of those for you on that and bore you with some of those details. We'll break that out when we do the Big Ben trim on that, or the breakdown of that. Convenience package. They did remove the universal garage door opener. Anywhere that was listed, I mentioned that in yesterday's video, that one's been removed also. But they did add in the convenience package those floodlights that they removed. So it won't be standard equipment, but they'll be part of the convenience package now if you want those floodlights. So up there, so on the lift gate. Some options that were added. So they added the fender tie downs. That, remember, they removed that from the Black Diamond package. Does require the Black Diamond package, but it's a standalone option. Those rear recovery kits. That's that plate with the D hooks. If you did like that, that's a standalone option that you can get once you add that Black Diamond package. And then they added the 17-inch carbonized gray aluminum wheel. That's going to be a standalone option for you. Now that was they did that late last year as part of like job 3. They did add that, so that's technically not new if you're looking at job 3 of 2025, but if you're looking back to at the beginning of 25, that wasn't available last year, so that's been added for this year, and that's the same one you see in the Black Diamond package, right? They added a new wheel, 18-inch dark gravity gray painted aluminum wheel. Not available with the black appearance package, bronze appearance package, or your Black Diamond package. They get their own dedicated wheels. But that is a new wheel for this year. I'll try to get an image. I think I did see it on the last page of the order guide, so I'll try to pop that up there if I can remember. And they did remove the 18-inch machine-faced aluminum ebony black painted wheel. So that is not available for this year on the Big Ben. So like a lot of changes to the Big Ben. All right, let's talk about the Outer Banks. Not as many changes here. The Outer Banks, they did change the door handles from body colored to molded in color. So I don't know if those, it doesn't say they're black molded in or they're the color of the body. So I've been told that it's not like the door handles now being painted like they are, that they chip a little bit, but the paint is being put into the mold, so it'll have more of a texture and it won't chip, but it doesn't say it's body colored though. It just says molded in color. So we'll have to see when we see that if that's what they're doing there. They removed the rain sensing wipers as standard equipment on the Outer Banks. In fact, they removed it completely. You can't get rain sensing wipers on the Bronco Sport anymore. They changed the digital cluster from the 12.3-inch digital cluster to an 8-inch as standard equipment. We'll tell you how you can get that on the Outer Banks in just a second. They removed the universal garage door opener as well, and we mentioned that earlier. That has been discontinued. So Sasquatch package, so that the Outer Banks Sasquatch package, they removed the fender tie downs like they did on the Black Diamond package. In this package is where you get the 12.3-inch cluster display. Also, they removed the interior grab handle as well as part of this package. So that grab handle is gone. So it's a 1-year deal. So, right, it's like a one-hit wonder right there, 1-year deal. if you wanted that. They added the one pedal drive to the trail control. Now, I think that was there last year. That just was not listed in the order guide, because when I went to the Bargold event, I could have swore one pedal drive was part of the trail control for the Sasquatch package for both Outer Banks and the the Badlands. But as standalone options, you can add those fender tie downs that they removed from the Sasquatch package. It does require you to add the Sasquatch package to get them, but those are available. And that's it for Outer Banks. All right, Heritage Edition. Only a couple things on this one. On the Heritage, the convenience package on the Heritage Edition, they removed the universal garage door opener. That's it. Heritage Edition otherwise did not get touched on anything else. Now let's talk about the Badlands. A couple things here. They removed the interior grab handle. It was standard equipment last year. Again, like I said earlier, it was available last year, not this year at all. This is where they added the connected navigation. Is going to be standard equipment now on Badlands, whereas last year it was part of the tech package, I believe. And then removed the universal garage door opener. Again, that's an option that's been removed from all the vehicles. Badlands Sasquatch package, they removed the brush guard. So some people said they don't really like the brush guard. So on the Badlands Sasquatch package, that's been removed. And they also removed the fender tie downs, like we talked about. But the brush guard is a standalone option. If you want it, you still want that. It does require the Sasquatch package, but it is a standalone option for those that want it, as well as the fender tie downs. Also requires the Sasquatch package, but will be available for those that wanted it. So there's all of our changes for the Bronco Sport for 2026 model year. Again, the order banks are open up. You can place your order. Hopefully this helps you out, gives you a little bit of clue. I don't think they have the build and price on Ford.com yet, but Bronco came out today on there, so we'll see. Usually what they do is that they've been doing on all the other models is they don't come out until production starts, but with Bronco they went ahead and put it out today, and so we'll just have to see on Bronco Sport. I'm really unsure. Haven't had a chance to talk to the brand manager yet, but anyway, so there you go. We'll be doing videos breaking out each of the different trim levels. There's only 4 for the Bronco Sport for this year. The freewheeling package technically is gone. They actually removed it at the end of 25 model year, but it was there at the beginning of 25, so technically that is a package that has been discontinued, so freewheeling isn't available. But there is, if you like that type of look for a blue color, there is a blue freewheeling available through the Ford Custom Garage. So that is something that I think we'll hopefully this year be able to order that when you order your vehicle. Otherwise, you can order it through a dealer that knows what they're doing, and they can have it come in and they can put the package on your Bronco Sport. So that is something else. I actually really like that one, that look, because it's a lot of blue colors instead of the oranges and yellows and stuff like that. But I am a fan of the Sunsetter type of design anyway. But there you go. That's what we have for this video. Hope you guys do enjoy it. And if you do, of course, get a Bronco Sport, purchase one and get it delivered, make sure you sign up for Bronco Off-Road. It's pretty cool. They let me sit out here and do a video. They walked up and they got their security camera. They wondered what I was doing, you know, their security and everything. But when I told them what I was doing, they're like, yeah, go ahead. Because they really people need to know about this. A lot of people don't know when they get their Bronco. The salesperson doesn't tell them. But go to your Bronco Off-Road. You do get a complimentary registration. I say you do have to put a deposit down. Some of the deposit you get back. But so really it costs you $50 plus if somebody wants to go along to drive. You have to pay for them, but we want to pay for your travel expenses to get there. So order from us so we can do that for you, get invoice pricing, and get probably the best deal anywhere in the country. And we get allocations so we can get you scheduled as well. So no issues with that whatsoever. So that's what I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the bell notification, turn on so you don't miss any of our videos. And until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and get out there and enjoy your Bronco. We'll see you later.